Vintage Sound, 93.1 FM, Tony Tone. And I know it might seem crazy to talk about football, even though we do have the big game coming up between New England and Atlanta. Muscatine Riverhawks are gearing up for the 2017 season. Kyle and Nate are in studio. Gentlemen, good to see you. I appreciate the fact that you wore your full uniform and the pads and everything. And this is radio, so people have to believe what we say, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's getting a little warm.
That's right.
It works out.
You can take the helmets off if you want to. Riverhawks football. So I guess we could say the inaugural or the first season was last year, right, Kyle?
Yes.
You guys started this out, and it seemed like it went well.
It went pretty well. We learned a lot. We won a couple games, played a couple close games.
Sure.
So we got a lot of experience, and we're ready to go. We haven't stopped since that last game last season.
So Nate hasn't been here before, and I don't know. What position do you play?
I play receiver.
Nice. And Kyle, you are a...
I'm just the owner. I'm probably 99% sure at this point that I'm going to step away from the field and try to keep it organized for these guys. So
is that... I didn't know that. Is that a tough thing for you to do, or do you want to just focus on being an owner? Which is pretty cool, by the way. I own a football team. I don't want to brag.
I definitely want to play, but
sure.
There was times trying to organize games
and
get ready to play football at the same time that it just didn't work out. Trying to stretch, meet with the refs, the DJ, getting things going, and I wasn't with the team mentally or ready to go out on the field. So
it turns out doing both is tough, right? And you didn't know because you'd never owned a team and played at the same time before, I'm assuming, right?
No.
So, well, I totally support and admire what it takes to get to that place to just understand, like, I'm going to put this team together, hope for the best, and do all the really not that exciting stuff, but it's stuff that has to be done, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's still exciting.
That's good, okay.
But it's still tough. So, I mean, I don't know if many people know, but we brought Nate on as our vice president for the team.
Awesome.
So that's why he's here with me today. So
So for you, Nate, first of all, did you play last year?
Yeah, I played a little bit.
Okay, so you were familiar with, does that mean you didn't play at all?
No, I played.
There was an arm slap. I don't know what that means. I don't know football code anymore. When the idea was brought to you, was it an immediate yes, or did you think about it? Or what?
Honestly, I actually didn't even know anything about it until the day of. My friend said, hey, there's this team that's going to be starting in Muscatine. Do you want to go and try out?
Awesome.
And so I said, yeah, I'll try it out. And I think Kyle didn't even know that I knew how to play football. Or
wow.
I mean, I guess you did know I knew how to play.
A little bit. I watched him play some high school ball and stuff. But
yeah. And then I played up at Wartburg College for football. And,
awesome.
I played there for 2 years. And then now when I came back, I was out of it for about a year or two. And then when I heard about the team, I was like, I need to go play because it sounded really fun.
Football is one of those sports that it's tough to not love from the age of whatever. Kyle, what was it for you? 5, 6, 7, 8? I mean, you start young and it's with you forever. It's like a bad ex-girlfriend just kind of lingering around. You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. It is really one of those things that you get immersed in the game, and I bet you never thought you would own a football team, though, right? Or that Nate, you'd be a vice president of a football. No. It's really exciting.
Yes. Yeah, right? Never thought it would happen, but hey, it did, and it's a blast, and we're gonna keep it going.
Dreams come true, baby. Before we talk about the 2017 season starting and when that is tonight, Wednesday, January 25th at Pizza Ranch, you can support the Muscatine Riverhawks. Give people the details. It's great that Myron and the crew at Pizza Ranch, and by the way, I feel like Myron should advertise for the amount of times I go to Pizza Ranch and eat fried chicken. So I'm just going to put that in there. But to talk about this, so did you approach them about wanting to do a night where a percentage of the sales are going to help out the team?
Actually, Miles Schwab, one of the managers there, asked me if we'd be interested in doing it.
Yes.
And last year, trying to get everything together, we didn't really have a whole lot of time for fundraisers.
Sure.
So, but this year we're trying to make it work. We understand the fact that we need to get our name out there. Hopefully some people can meet us. It's still tough to get a fundraiser in with practice and strength and conditioning and stuff like that. But, so Miles asked me about it, and I talked with the guys, and he set it up for us. So
cool.
That's where we're going tonight.
Miles is a good guy. So please, if you're listening, jump out to Pizza Ranch from 4:15 to 8 p.m. 10% of all sales, delivery, takeout, dine-in, whatever the case may be, is going to go to the Riverhawks. It is important to have funds available for travel, uniforms. What else am I missing? I mean,
referees. Renting the field.
Jeez.
Travel, like you said.
It all adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I tell you what, it is exciting, though, to have this. So for folks listening that aren't familiar with the Riverhawks, you play on Sundays, right, when it's a home game, or is it the same time for away games at 2 p.m.?
It's always Sundays at 2 p.m.
So for the home games, they take place at the turf field right at Muscatine High School, which is conveniently located right behind the radio station. And you start in March, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's not too bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be the start of spring, although with this winter, maybe it'll be 80 degrees in March. March 5th at 2 o'clock, you host Burlington.
Yes.
What do you know about this Burlington team? Do you scout them? Are you able to scout them already? Is it too soon for that?
We have film from them last season, but really scouting them right now, it's too early to say, hey, let's watch film on this team from last year, because they can be a completely different team. So we're just training the best we can do, and we talked a little bit of this could possibly be a future rival team for us, being literally right down the river from us. But, we'll see how that plays out. And
so they've been around for a couple of years, or
they have been around for quite a while. I think maybe between 7 and 8 years. I would say they've been a team.
And that's the Burlington Express. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Although it doesn't matter what their name is, because you're going to beat them.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
right, I mean, that's the mentality and the attitude that we want, is that the Riverhawks are going to go undefeated, and we're going to each bet some money on it. Not you guys; you can't bet on your own team. Pete Rose proved that to be the worst idea. Okay, so please get involved with the Riverhawks. Check them out on Facebook. You have social media pages, right?
Yep.
Yes.
On the old Facebook, search Muscatine Riverhawks. The season is going to be here before you know it. I mean, you start a month after the big game, which is pretty convenient, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
There'll kind of be that lull where people are missing football. And what I also like about you guys is that, and please keep this in mind if you're listening, these guys have full-time jobs, families, maybe still going to school, whatever, and then there's this thing called Riverhawks football.
Yeah.
Not to put it at the bottom of the, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, that's a lot to manage day in and day out. I think about myself with job and 2 kids and being busy, and then still wanting to devote the time to, like you said, work out, condition, and then play the games, and then travel for the games. That's a lot to manage, so hats off to you guys. And it seems like the team that you've assembled understands that, and they're willing to work hard at it. I have Cody Thorpe on Facebook. I'm assuming he's still playing.
He's
loves taking pictures at the gym
Yep.
or videos. But that dude got himself, and he wasn't in bad shape, but all of a sudden he's like a beast. And he's ready for the season. Yeah, I saw a picture he posted with a full uniform on, and I thought, wow, he's ready. So
all of our guys that's come back from last season has been training since the last football game from last year.
Yep.
So
that's incredible. Do you want to thank any sponsors of Riverhawks football? I know it's probably a list if you don't have it handy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
We have some top ones. First would be Curry's Transportation, Bart Chiropractic. We also couldn't do it without Warrior CrossFit and Kyle Jack. They provided a sponsorship for twice a week for our football players this season to go in and work out strength and conditioning. So that's pretty awesome too. Cook and Sons.
Okay.
And Boonies is going to be another one of those.
Awesome.
Those are our top 4 right now.
That's fantastic. Can you confirm to me, and it doesn't have to be right now, but I've heard at Bark they do this thing where they put the cups on your back, and it's this type of, I want to try it. Like it raises, I don't know, it's like these glass balls.
It looks weird.
It does look weird, but it's supposed to be really good for you. I think it's called cupping, which is a weird thing to say.
I don't know if he does that, but he's pretty advanced. He does a lot of
He's like that water bed and stuff, doesn't it? Like this. I've heard they got like a machine you're laying in it. Yeah. Why do I know all this? I don't even go there.
No.
Right. People keep telling me. People keep telling me this stuff. All right, Riverhawks football coming up, 2017 season, March 5th, 2 p.m. at home. That's right at Muscatine High School on the turf field. What's the cost to get into a game for people listening?
$2.
Oh, come on. $2 to watch football. And the season goes until?
I believe it'd be the last weekend of April. So.
And is that playoffs included?
That's our last game, and then our playoffs will start May 7th would be the first round of playoffs.
So best scenario, you're going into May.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Riverhawks football on Facebook. You'll hear about it all season long right here on the radio. Thank you guys for coming in. And again, if you're listening to this, please go to Pizza Ranch on this afternoon, the 25th of January, 4:15 till 8 p.m. 10% of all sales are going to the Riverhawks. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.